reactions in this video may genuinely be of my first time watching the content, or I may be putting on a bit of an act and pretending. You can either have fun trying to figure out which it is, or just enjoy the video at face value. Regardless, if you do enjoy the video, then please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Doing so is incredibly helpful for helping small channels like mine fight the algorithm and try to find success on the platform. And now, on with the show. One thing that I want to talk about before getting into the next episode is it's been a bit since I watched the first two, and something that I ended up kind of thinking about regarding those first two episodes is that in episode 1, when Pomni first arrives to the circus, she says something to the effect of like, why can't I get this weird headset off, right? And I think that Jax even says like, keep trying, it worked for all of us. So clearly, despite missing at least some of their memories of their original lives before coming to the circus, for instance, they can't remember their original names, their own names, when they arrive in these new forms, in this new place. They clearly still remember some things, including, to some extent, their circumstances for how they got here. And I think that the idea that they had some weird headset on before coming here indicates that, along with all of the other information that we've gleaned from context from the environment about how this is like a gaming kind of situation, this is like a game world in some capacity, leads me to believe that this is some sort of like VR situation, like full dive VR situation, right? And with that being the case, I'm wondering, again, we know that they remember some things, but we also know that they don't remember other things. So we don't really know to what extent they do and don't remember certain things. Although it seems like perhaps there's some consistency what they do and don't remember, since presumably they've all been assigned new names. And also, again, based on the things that I just mentioned from episode 1, it seems like they all remember at least something about how they got here, even if they don't recall the full story on how. And so I'm wondering if this is like a situation where where the people here like signed up to be beta testers for this new technology, or if it's something where this is like some like evil person, who's like, some like mad scientist type of deal, where somebody like believes they've developed this like innovative, brilliant new technology, full dive VR, and they've almost been like kidnapping people and like forcing them into, wearing these certain things, and that's the last thing that these people remember before getting sent into the digital circus. And so yeah, again, this is just kind of like, again, trying to chart progress, like as we get additional pieces of information. I'm just kind of like wanting to chart a path of like what I'm thinking is going on here before we presumably get some kind of reveal about the situation later on. But again, maybe we don't. Maybe that's considered like not the point of the story, and they don't ever give us like a full explanation on that. It's hard to say with weird stories like these, which, again, this is like, I'm going into episode 3 and I'm still not really sure how I feel about this show. But I think that was the only thing that I wanted to talk about prior to getting into the next episode. Yeah, I'm curious to find out more about what's going on with things. So let's go ahead and get into episode 3 of The Amazing Digital Circus, shall we?
I can't hold it any longer.
Sure you can. We can't die from oxygen deprivation, remember?
But it still feels like I'm gonna die.
My bad. That was the other thing, was if this is some kind of like full dive VR situation, then I wonder what the when people abstract, I wonder what that means is happening IRL. Like, are they dying? Are they just being like taken out of the VR and the system doesn't know how to handle it? Like, what is that? Um, and actually, that reminds me of something, another possibility I wanted to bring up, which is that I wonder that another possibility I could see is like, again, this is some sort of like experimental technology, but also, I could see it specifically being having a specific use case of like, this is something that is used in like end of life medical situations where the people who are being sent into the amazing digital circus are being given an opportunity to enjoy that. This is supposed to, I could see this being, I could see this being intended as a way for people who are on death's door to enjoy their final moments. But given their lack of recollection of certain things when they get brought into the amazing digital circus, it often leads to a sense of confusion and discontent and like just other negative emotions. But the idea, like, if you take out like certain like eeriness and like mystery aspects of their situation, you can see where it's like supposed to be fun, right? And so it could be that this is like something where, you know, they get put into this system and then once their actual body dies or like can't function anymore, or their minds are maybe just, and that could also explain why some of their minds are kind of fucked up too, right? Then, you know, it could get to a point where their cognitive decline is like too severe to sustain their connection to this world, or again, just maybe they end up dying and like that, and like that, this, and a sudden severance of the connection is what causes the abstraction again. So I'm just, yeah, I don't know. Once I started thinking about the amazing digital circus in this sort of in that sort of way, I guess again, I just started thinking about like some different possibilities and like some different angles they could go with things, and I'm curious to see what ends up being the case.
Try not thinking about it. Or you could toughen up. I want to see what your funny cartoon body does.
Hey, take it easy.
Oh, take it easy. That's you.
All right, here I go.
All right, we've entered the blue zone.
Hey, there's something new.
Okay, we're getting red,
Oh, orange.
yellow.
Green.
Whoa, look! Now she's turning blue!
She was already blue.
Guess the hue shift just gets faster.
Why am I the one doing this? Why not one of you guys?
Because something different happens with each person. For instance, Kinger starts glowing, Ragatha's hair noodles stick up, Gangle's mask starts spinning, and Zooble turns straight.
My limbs straighten up and fuck off. He refuses to show us because he's a coward.
I want to keep the mystery
Dick.
alive. What do you, the viewers, think it is?
I beg your pardon?
Will you stop doing that?
Why is everybody just standing around when there's adventure to be had? Today's adventure is the mystery of Mildenhall Manor! That's right.
There's no,
Big spooky mansion has been rumored to be filled to the brim with paranormal activity.
I feel like there's no way he actually knows. I think that was just a cheeky joke.
And capture all the
I don't think that was like a legitimate fourth wall break.
And for the first
But from the character. From the writers, obviously it was.
Where's Zooble? I made this adventure really cool and mature, just for them.
Zooble was just here.
What?
The NPCs aren't going to become self-aware in this one, right?
Oh, that's always a possibility.
Not the boss? Oh wait, yes I am. Anyway, everybody into the fractal noise. It's adventuring time.
Is he getting crazier? I don't know. I feel like what we just saw from Kane seemed like even more unhinged than usual.
Spooky. I wonder how hard Kane's gonna go with the scare factor.
I hope
Hopefully
this
not
adventure
very.
doesn't end up being another horrible
I-
nightmare.
I don't like horror.
I'm really a fan of horror.
Same!
I don't really handle jump scares that well.
Come on, that wasn't even
Me and Pomni are on the same wavelength.
scared of the vacuum cleaner too.
Hey, be nice to her. She's had a rough couple of days.
Her and everyone else. Right, Gangle?
Does anybody hear that?
I don't hear anything. If you don't hear it, it can't hurt you. How cartoony.
And I'll be your guide.
Put your eyes back.
Why won't they go back in?
I remember my first wild take. I don't know why they're not retracting, though. That didn't happen for me.
Before you continue on your adventure, you have to choose
What?
which door you're gonna go through. The door on the left is the normal door.
Rated wow for all ages.
The door on the right is the really scary door.
Rated for mature Zoobles only.
Zubal's not here.
Why the Jax?
What? I thought we were supposed to capture all the ghosts.
Which door should we choose?
Not sure.
Kinger in the background just trying to fix her eyes.
Don't worry, Gangle, I'll get it for you.
Why?
Oh, that's the scary door.
Okay.
Zooble, come on out. I just want to talk to you. Oh, I know.
What the? Could you have done that the whole time?
Zooble, I just want to get to the bottom of why you keep skipping all my amazing adventures. You could end up really hurting Bubbles' feelings.
Bubbles feelings?
Enough about Bubbles' feelings. How about your feelings?
Oh, this can't go
What's
well.
on your mind, Zooble?
I would rather not.
That's hilarious. Go on.
No, I mean, I've already told you what my problem is. You just never remember because... Never mind.
My mind is a beeswax polished coconut. Nothing ever escapes these cakes. So what can I do to make my adventures more appealing to you?
See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. All you're thinking about is your adventures. It has nothing to do with the adventures. It's more just...
Life here?
You're probably not even listening.
Zooble, look at this cool bee I drew.
What is fucking wrong with him? That's another thing too, is... So I already said that, like, early on, I don't remember exactly what it was in response to, but I already said that, like, I didn't think that Kane was, like, the big boss. Like, I didn't think he was the person who's, like, really in charge and, like, really controlling things. And again, going at this from the perspective of, like, this is some sort of VR type situation, full dive VR type situation, it wouldn't make sense for Kane to be the person in charge. Like, frankly, it wouldn't make sense really for Kane to be a person, because it would make more sense for him to be like an AI character. It would make sense for him to be an NPC, because if he's a real person, why was he different? Why was he put in with more ability to control the environment? Why was he put in with just, like, again, just more capabilities than the rest of them? And why does he have authority and dominion over this place? And if it's because, and, like, obviously it can't be the case that, like, he's the person, like, it can't be like, oh, the person who's running the VR in the real world is then going into the VR themselves to, like, run things as Kane. That can't be the case because more people keep showing up, right? If it was the case that Kane was the person controlling the equipment, IRL, then no one would be around to, like, keep adding more people to the circus, right? So that doesn't make sense. Also, and if it's like, you know, if there was more than one person at the helm, and this was like, again, this was just like one of the researchers or whatever you want to call it, like scientists, whatever you want to call the people who are, like, in charge of this supposed venture. Again, it just, like, once they put this person in, it seems like if they had any idea what was going on inside this world, then they should have known that, like, something was up with this person, or they should have known, like, there's I don't know, I feel like there's a bunch of reasons to think that Yeah, I don't.
Where are we?
Oh, oh, lovely. You can freak out.
Oh, that's
It's warranted.
no.
No.
I wonder what this thing is.
My name is Baron Theodore Mildenhall. Hunting has been a hobby of mine for as long as I can remember, although one could say it eventually became more of an obsession. The creature you see before you is one I've been pursuing for years. Not quite a man, but not quite an animal. Something unholy, something evil. I took it upon myself to spend every waking moment doing all I could to protect my family from the creature, hoping that when I'd eventually killed it, I would be freed from this awful feeling, this inescapable dread. I was wrong.
I think you have anxiety, bro.
You know, I'm starting to think.
You gonna scream?
How about we try to find a way back up to the others?
Is he gonna finish that thought at some point?
Okay, cool. That's great. I love
She's
these adventures.
she's not having good luck with doors.
We could always ride this thingy up.
Pomni, please.
It's locked, of course. It's locked. I love that it's locked.
Wow, she's really not vibing with these adventures.
Tuesday, December 4th. Although I had shot the creature multiple times in its vitals and severed its head to keep as a prize on my wall, my troubles were just beginning. I took my eyes off the body for what felt like only a minute. When I looked back, the body was gone. The creature was not dead, and it would be back to reclaim what I'd taken from it. If anyone is listening to this, all I ask of you is one thing. Do not let the head out of your sight. You have been warned.
Wow, this is some rather inconvenient lore placement.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
And this is some rather inconvenient darkness.
Most darkness is inconvenient.
No.
Yes, it was.
You mean me grabbing you right now? Yeah, that was me. Is this your hand?
That's my eye.
Yes, but which eye?
I really don't think that Will you stop touching my eye?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, by the way, her eyes are fixed.
Remembered a really funny joke.
Why did you scream then?
Maybe it wasn't actually that funny.
Oh my god.
I think we should hold on to each other and slowly make our way back into the trophy room.
Sounds fine to me.
I think that sounds like a horrible idea, personally. Like, what benefit is there to being in the trophy room instead of where you were before? Other than potentially, likely being closer to the head.
Just magnets? Or a boat?
A boat?
Whatever the case, I think we should be completely quiet.
Okay, yeah, I agree. You know, you're really hit and miss with these things sometimes. Wait,
There's a fly in here.
don't you think that's making a lot of noise? Oh god, there is a fly.
And gotcha! I think I got him. I can't see my hands.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, could you speak up? I couldn't quite make that out. Tommy! I think this might be the creature from the tape!
Why is she struggling so much with the key?
You look beautiful, honey.
Got it.
There you go.
Huh? Oh, yeah! Prepare for takeoff, cause this boat is going up!
No, it's going down.
It's not up! It's not up at all! Why are we going up? Up!
Why did you just assume it was going up?
Adventures to torture my guests. Any torment I inflict is 100% accidental, like any good war criminal.
We weren't even talking about that. I really couldn't give less of a crap about the adventures.
Then what is your problem, Zooble? I'm trying my best to remember, but both you and my brain won't tell me.
It's me, remember? I don't like myself. I hate this body. I hate all these stupid removable pieces. I just want to find something that feels good.
Oh, yeah, now I remember why I couldn't remember. It's because that problem is already solved. Simply swap out your undesirable Zooble parts for better ones.
No, that's...
Parts I like since the day I got here.
So, back to the adventures.
Forget it.
Forget it?
Just forget it.
Forget what?
Kane, nobody likes your stupid adventures.
Ha ha! Good one, Zooble.
Ragatha's just too nice to say anything. Jax just likes to fight with everybody. Gangle's too shy to speak up. Kinger's insane. And Pomni
is too new.
Traumatized every time she comes back from one.
Oh, Zooble, Zooble, Zooble. Making adventures is my art. It's all I exist to do, all I'm...
Programmed to do?
And, what you're saying could imply that I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at, and that... that'd be...
Yeah.
Whose therapy session is this again?
Oh, yeah! We need to get to the bottom of your behavioral issues. I'm gonna show you some ink blots, and you're gonna say the first word that comes to your mind.
Kane. Yeah, so he's...
Oh god, where are we now?
He's definitely just like designed as like the game master of the circus. Oh, that's probably fine.
Things have gotten far worse than I could ever have imagined. My paranoia had driven me to the point where I was no longer the protector my wife and theoretical children needed.
Theoretical?
At every shadow, every noise, I ended up shooting the love of my life, mistaking her for the creature. It's ironic, isn't it?
You say ironic, I say incredibly predictable because this is very clearly intended to be like a stereotypical horror setting. Like, did anybody else see that coming before this tape? I don't.
I ended up becoming the monster myself.
Gasp.
Now I wait down in my cellar, no longer having anything to protect but my own soul. If nothing else, I will slay the beast that took everything from me.
Okay, except...
How's about we take his gun?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, except you won't because you're dead and the monster's alive.
Okay, I won't.
Looks like we've got 2 shots. Let's
Well, hold on.
count.
Well, hold on. If he could come back to life, might as well ask him, like, are you, like, guaranteed to be able to take down the monster if we just let you handle it, or... Attention, we interrupt this program for a very important reminder, which I'm going to continue reading off of a script because I hate the idea that I might somehow forget to include something. If you're enjoying this video, please do remember to leave a like on it. Doing so can help with the algorithm a surprising amount. You could also leave a comment as well, which also helps a lot with the algorithm, and honestly, seeing both likes and comments on my videos is nice, because it makes me feel like people are genuinely enjoying what I'm uploading. You can also subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so that you get updates when I post new videos, as well as check out what else is already available on the channel. And lastly, the Patreon is, of course, a way to see even more from me if you can spare the money and consider it worthwhile in order to see more content. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get back to finishing this video, shall we?
Yeah.
Stay behind me.
Because I don't particularly trust Kinger with a gun.
Kinger?
If we just,
I think we may have a problem this way too.
we just,
Leave it to me. I can handle this.
we just let the body and head rejoin. Are we fine? Are we chilling? Holy shit.
That wasn't so bad.
Did he actually handle it? No way.
Which is what I would be saying if I didn't know that the creature was actually one of God's angels.
What?
And anyone who brings harm to it will be dragged down into the cold, spiraling pits of hell where my soul resides. I apologize, dear listener, but I need a living host in order to escape the Hall of the Damned, and your bodies will be my only means of doing so.
Now wait. How did he record this if he was in hell?
Let go of me!
I hope you're ready, because the next breath you take down there will be your last, and your bodies will belong to me.
Let go of me!
This is, this is so schlocky. Oh, meanwhile.
Good tea. Sorry again about your husband killing you and everything.
You know how men are. Always having the silliest priorities.
Oh, I thought she was going a different direction with that. That's probably for the best that she said what she said, though.
I only hope he doesn't bore them to death with his endless monologues. That man could turn a 57-second story into a Greek tragedy.
I'll be sure to ask them next time I see him. Thanks again.
Which is hopefully soon, and hopefully well.
Don't mention it. Feel free to visit anytime.
Can you offer, like, help for finding our friends, though?
You've taken the pacifist route. You should be proud of what good people you are. Unfortunately, we still need to wait until your other teammates finish their adventure before I can grant you permission to leave.
I wonder how long that'll be.
Let's throw Jax down. Oh wait, they can't throw.
Typical of what you'd think hell would be.
Door closed up after these two fell down.
In hell right now. Hell! Of course I'd be in hell. How could I not be in literal hell right now?
Just try to stay calm. I'm sure Kane included a way to escape.
He's weirdly calm.
Hold on. Let me try something. Hey, there's actually a staircase down there. It could be a way out. Maybe it'll work for us since we still have our bodies? Though I'm worried about what that tape said earlier.
I'm just gonna try going fast.
Wait, Pomni!
What were those?
Pomni! Pomni!
Why?
Hey! You get out of her, you damn evil soul!
Okay, so those are little.
Hey! You alright there?
No.
Love her scribble eyes.
Souls are attracted
Pupils.
to living things. Just want a vessel to be able to leave with.
So that's a ton of. So all those little things are souls.
Computer science for this, huh?
Why?
What?
Every day I spend here is one nightmare after the next. I knew it would end up like this. He just wants me to suffer.
Who?
I really am in hell.
Don't say that. You're not in. Well, I guess we are technically in.
Yes.
Forget about that.
But we're not
How about we
here
just
forever.
relax for a bit while nothing's chasing us?
Not guaranteed to be here forever.
It was my fault we went down this path, wasn't it? I'm really sorry for that.
Why have you been acting so different lately?
I have, haven't I? I'm normally not too good with memories, but being surrounded by darkness always brings me back to a certain time.
What?
Right after my wife had abstracted. I don't recall the exact string of events, but we both ended up in the fort together. And it was dark. The darkness seemed to calm her down a bit. The harsh, jagged edges smoothed out, and she didn't seem aggravated anymore. She wasn't the same as before, but she was calm enough to touch one last time before she got sent to the cellar. I'm always taken back to that moment when engulfed in darkness.
You had a wife? Like, here in the circus?
Yeah. She was funny, creative, really into entomology. I used to hate bugs.
Bug collection.
She somehow got me to like them. It's not the most cheerful memory, but it's one I at least have control over. I know how it can feel in this circus. Sometimes it all just feels pointless.
Yeah.
But it's not. Not if you have people who care about you. Good memories can do a lot. Hold on to them. And cherish the people around you.
Except Jax.
You never know when they'll be gone. In this world, the worst thing you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved.
I'm glad you're here with me.
That line is very similar to what Pomni was saying last episode too.
You know, I've been thinking about that last tape. He said, the next breath you take down there will be your last.
Are we holding our breath?
Maybe we can get through if...
Like at the beginning of the episode?
I'm not very good at holding my breath.
Well, how about we try not thinking about it?
If we leave and we go back to the circus, you're just gonna go back to being crazy. You're not gonna remember any of this, are you?
Don't worry about me. As long as you remember it, things will be okay. You're very strong, Pomni. And I know you'll be able to get through this. Just hold on to me. We'll get through it together. You ready?
Oh, Pomni, Kinger, are you guys okay? Was it scary?
I'm fine, actually.
Kinger?
What happened up here?
Don't worry.
They had a peaceful time, for once.
Very brave. At least I think she was. Were you?
Something like that. Hey, Ragatha,
Yeah?
I just want to say thanks for always being concerned about me. I feel like through everything, I haven't really been appreciative enough about that.
Oh, thank you, Pomni. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. You know, we care about you.
Did you remember to get my comedy mask?
And now I'm just starting to wonder if the Wild West was even a real direction at all. Whoopsie daisy, looks like everybody completed the adventure and they're coming home. Quick, pretend we weren't having a therapy session.
We weren't.
Okay.
Welcome back, my dear.
You were just rambling, as per usual.
Don't ever call us that again. So what was it like being stuck with the nutcase?
It wasn't that bad, actually.
So does nobody else know that, like, I guess not. Like, maybe it's just Jax, but... Damn, that was fucking good. Oh, that was really good character stuff. I like... kind of thought that, that Kinger was gonna have, like, an actual personality, an actual backstory, and I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be something that was, like, a bit deeper and maybe emotional. I didn't think we were gonna get it in episode 3, though, god damn. And then, again, some of the stuff between Kinger and Pomni kind of, like, tied back to stuff in episode 2 with Pomni and the gummy goo, I think it was. And then also the way that Pomni took Kinger's advice to heart, like, immediately, and wanted to directly express her appreciation to Ragatha, which I noted before that, like, Ragatha had seemingly had been, like, trying to really, like, help Pomni and, like, get Pomni to like her and, like, these sorts of things. It's just really good. It's just really good stuff. And again, it's just like, you have this really, like, supportive little community amongst the people stuck at the circus. And then there's Jax. I'm really wondering how they're gonna, like... I'm really wondering, like, how they're going to... What they're going to do to, like, make him likable. Because I feel like they've got to, right? I feel like he's not just going to be this asshole the entire show. Maybe he is. I could see that. I would be a little surprised by it. I feel like they probably want to, like, give him some sort of redemption to make him, again, at least likable, and not just this asshole who's making things worse for everybody. Yeah, I don't know. And then there was stuff that kind of, like, Kane glitching out during the therapy session kind of furthered some of what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, towards the beginning of the video, because I forgot the second half of what I wanted to talk about before I started the video, but you know what I mean. If you watch the video, you know what I mean. And so, yeah, I wasn't super surprised to see that stuff happen. I hope we get a bit more Zubul exploration, because I feel like we started touching on some things that could have been really interesting, but we didn't really get to because Kane is just incapable of having a normal conversation, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. Kane is just too broken. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. This was just a really nice episode, in part because we didn't have too heavy of an influence from Jax, honestly. Yeah, I liked a good number of things about this episode. Again, though, and there was also, like, so we got hints. So through learning more about Kinger, we didn't learn more about the way the circus and the way that works, but we got more things that you could use to, like theorize and guess about how this all works, right? Because he had a wife, and Pomini was, like, in the circus, but the question is, like, did they become a married couple in the circus? Or were they a married couple before coming to the circus? This is, I don't know, yeah. This feels especially potentially relevant to what I was saying earlier about this, in the specific use case of this being like an end of life digital playground, for them. Like, maybe Kinger and his wife in the real world, maybe his wife was getting close to dying, and she and or her caregivers wanted to put her into the digital circus, as a way of giving her, again, just like some sort of reprieve from whatever suffering she might have been experiencing in her actual body. And Kinger was like, oh, let me go with her, even though he might not have been close to death himself. And that could explain like why he's been here the longest, right? Because he came here not because he needed to, but because he wanted to be with his wife. His wife abstracted or died. And now he's just kind of here on his own without his like reason for being here, without his reason for living almost. Yeah, I don't know. And again, this whole, like, a number of these things that I've been talking about could be way off base for what's actually happening here, but I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting vector of speculation. Oh, and then that was the other thing. Also, while Pomni and Kinger were talking, Pomni said something like, he just wants me to suffer, or something like that. I don't know, like, that's clearly not talking about Kane, right? Very clearly that's not actually talking about Kane. I feel like if you're watching the show like very surface level, maybe that's what you assume, but I feel like that's just very clearly not what she's referring to. So then the question is like, who is she referring to? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably good. I think that's probably it. These videos I've just been like, I think I'm just gonna be putting up on YouTube, not necessarily on Patreon. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out other stuff on the channel if you're interested. Check out the Patreon for other content if you want to do that, or if you want to support, or blah 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 blah. Till I see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.